Hey everybody, CyberKnife here. I'd like to show you probably the most interesting game that I had this weekend, and I did have a lot of them. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this in fixed camera for a little bit and show you this game. This is the rare exceptional looks game where you get to play active the entire time, you know, and really do what people like to do, like bat chat players and scout players do, you know, carouseling people and whatnot. But anyway, this is just a full-on on-tier looks hell of a match. I'll just let you see it. I really did have a lot of fun playing this game. I actually had a lot of good games this weekend. Had a lot of bad games too, where I hate to say it, but just, you know, not so great teams, and we almost pulled out a few of them. But a lot of our wins were real close ones too. So right off the bat I see this Stewie, and I know he's going to proxy light me, so I kind of dance with the building here. He's being aggressive, and I notice the bigger threat's going to be his Cruiser 4 behind me.
Target acquired.
It's all about the driving. All about the driving. So I have the Stewie there trying to take a shot at me, but he's going to ignore me for a minute.
Permission to engage.
Too late by the time he figures out where the real threat is there. So now we're going to go for this M3, and I track myself here. Not worth even blowing a small repair on. Felt fairly safe there. The 1C covered me nicely. That's kill number 3. I think next we're going to go for this LTP here. I'm just going to try to cross him at high speed so he doesn't get any shots on me, and then once I find out where he is, I try to do a kind of an attack run on him. It's kind of almost like a fighter pilot kind of situation with these things. You want to keep your speed up. I'm able to keep up my speed this entire time except for one point where I screwed up and bumped a Hetzer. Lock him up.
Ready to fire.
First shot misses. Second hits. Third hit. See, I'm not even looking back at him. It's irrelevant. See, it's all about the driving. Driving is what'll save you, or you know, it'll either get you killed or save you. You know, the gun is going to hit. It's going to hit. There's no sense in looking down that at the bloom. You can't, you know, get the bloom any smaller or anything like that. You just got to kind of trust your luck and your gun crew. That's why I do like to have a BIA crew. I used to have vents on these things, but I've kind of been favoring optics more. Yeah, so when I am moving like this, it does give me a buff instead of just when I'm sitting still, passive, which I do a lot. I do passive a lot. I have no idea who lit me there. Yeah, interesting shot here. Check this out. This is the weirdest. This really kind of almost made me jump when this happened. You see what I'm talking about? Wow, huh? Now watch chat. This is pretty funny. Watch, they start talking about me in chat now. It's kind of flattering a little bit. They're pretty nice. Here's a T-46 we're going to circle. Or, excuse me, yeah, T-46.
Damaged. They're knocked out.
Put him down pretty quick. When they're split up like this, they're very vulnerable. This only becomes a problem when there's like 3 and 4 of them grouped together. You're trying to carousel. If you can find isolated stragglers like this guy, you can just eat them right up, especially on tier. Keep in mind, this is on tier for looks. This is where the looks is like super powerful. Normally you're not doing this kind of stuff. You know, you're in tier 6, tier 7, you know. Not gonna fly. Pot shot miss. Now here's where I screw up, is the Hetzer. I'm not paying attention to him. He takes, so I see, oh man, I've only got 5 kills and there's only one guy left, so I take off after him. And of course so does the 1C. You know, it's going to be a good competition to see who can get him. So I'm just firing wildly. Watch this. Watch how it's going all around him. There's above and left. Behind him on the building. I have no idea where that went. Into the bridge, into the tree. It's funny. He's taking shots now. That went into the ground. I'm just concentrating on driving to another one in the ground. All right, so I think I gotta get behind him. I'm waiting for it to get behind him. There's one. I can't hit the ones either. Oh, and there it is. We put him down. That's funny though. So anyway, yeah, they go. It's pretty funny. They were talking about me in chat or whatnot. You know, they're like, yeah, he's got to give him credit, whatever. That was pretty nice. But anyway, so let me show you the end caps on that. Alright, so anyway, here's the end caps for that game. Really a lot of fun. That game pretty much personifies everything I look for in a looks game. We ended up right up at the top in damage, I believe. Nope, we were second in damage. The Hetzer edged us out in top damage. Of course, 6 kills for the Top Gun. So we got top XP on that. Was 30 shots, 17 hits, 16 pens. Like we said, 921 damage. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Damage 7, destroyed 6. Pretty decent, 2700 there. Yeah. But what I really liked about this game was 7500 W8. That's really solid for the looks. You know, and of course, you know, that's no spotting whatsoever. That's just straight up doing all our damage. You know, W8 doesn't count spotting at all. Not that we did much anyway. But look at that, boy. Can you? What do you got to do to get a mastery in a looks anymore? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've already got my mastery in this. Let me just check real quick. I think I do. Of course I do, right? Yeah. So cool. I got my mastery in it. But man, you know what I'm saying? What do you have to do really to get a mastery in a looks these days? So anyway. It was a really good game. It cost me about 12K. I already went and paid for it, so not that you ever make money in these things. These are expensive rounds, and if you shoot a few gold like I do on, you know, sometimes the good thing about this is the rate of fire, and that you can step it up to the 130 penetration. So when you get up into say tier 7 and you got a tier 7 heavy, you can still uncap people. But 9 times out of 10 when I play this thing, I don't fire a shot in it until at least 3/4 of the game is over. And you know, this game of course wasn't like that at all. But you know, this is an on tier game, and this is a real powerful. I think this showcases exactly why I don't go for the autocannon like a lot of people do. You can get away with most of the time tier. You can shoot. That's why I carry so much of the AP. Most of the time, though, if you're going to have this cannon, you're not going to be able to use regular AP armor when you're at tier 7, even for a lot of things. You know, it's just 60 penetration isn't going to get it, but 130 usually will do it. And this thing has pretty poor aim as it is. It's when you're playing this thing, it's more about the driving than the aiming. This is one of the few tanks that I just straight auto lock on it and just worry about the driving. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, throw me a like, and if you want to see more, consider subbing. Anyway, CyberKnife out.